Clerk will read the resolution.
HCR 4, designating Reedsport as chainsaw carving capital of Oregon.
Question now arises upon final reading and adoption of HCR 4. Representative Roblan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. About a week ago, we had a group of constituents from the Reedsport area come to the Ag and Natural Resources Committee to explain about an amazing event that takes place on Father's Day every year in the little community of Reedsport, Oregon. It is an event that now has been going for 11 years, and it has to do with chainsaw carving, the art of that. When last Father's Day I was asked if I would attend just to see what was going on in Reedsport and to look at the facilities that they're there. They have a park that they use in the middle of town. I was a little apprehensive. My wife was saying it's Father's Day, you can stay home, but I said, you know, I really need to go. These are some really great people who care about a community that I care about that's had some very, very difficult times. And so I took the little 20-mile drive down to Reedsport and expecting to spend a few minutes and make my way through and talk to people and let them know I was there. And I spent an afternoon. And I spent an afternoon with a wonderful group of people, a whole lot of fathers and their kids, watching an event that reminded me of my childhood and understanding all the people that I grew up with in Port Angeles, Washington, the loggers and the men who had their chainsaws and went to work each day in the woods, and recognized that this is more than just a little fun event that happens in Reedsport, Oregon. It is a way to take and honor people who have worked in the woods their whole lives and then have transformed that knowledge of the tools that they had to do something to make a difference with today's world. If you happen to drive through Reedsport, you will see on almost every business and in many yards the work of the artists that come each year to provide this opportunity for families to get together and see people working hard. What I didn't realize, and I did as time went on, this is the largest such competition in the world. What I didn't realize was that the single best artist who doesn't live in Reedsport grew up in Reedsport, and that a group of the artists that were there working that day, from young to old, had spent their whole lives in the woods and lived in Reedsport. But they didn't stop there. They made and took the opportunity to bring people from Japan, from Canada, from Europe, and local people provided the tools that they needed, because carrying your chainsaws on planes is not an easy thing to do. But they had a buddy system worked out that local American carvers would bring extra tools so that those would be available for the international people. Local timber companies donate amazing blocks of wood, so it's one of the few places you can actually do this carving competition. And all these people come together on Father's Day weekend to make a special thing happen. At the end of the day, when I'd watch some TV personalities show the woodsman activities, you know, competitions on rolling logs in water, competitions on cutting through logs, all that kind of stuff, which they brought as just a special little part of this whole event. And I sat in the bank of you know, with a whole bunch of other people and watched these kids and families being entertained. I went back to the people who had invited me and thanked them. If you happen to be in the Ag Committee, you got to see some of this art. It is remarkable. And I thanked them for giving me a special day. And I thought, what could I do to help make sure that other people recognize that every year there's a place that's special in the hearts, I think, of all Oregonians. And it happens in Reedsport. And I wanted to figure out what we could do. We talked with our local chamber. We talked with the organizers of the event. And we talked about this bill. I am really proud to be able to say that also other people recognize that. Just on Monday, Tuesday the 1st, they received the Ovation Award for the best performing art or fine art festival in Oregon, awarded by the Oregon Festival and Events Association at their annual conference in Bend. The award recognizes the superior talents of chainsaw artists from around the world who take art to the extreme. Everyone who attends this unique festival is amazed. This festival is held annually in the downtown Reedsport at the Rainbow Plaza. I urge your aye support.
Thank you, Representative. Further discussion? Seeing none. Representative Roblan, would you like to close? He does not. Those who are the opinion that the resolution should be adopted will vote aye, and those opposed no. The clerk will open the voting system. Representative Greenlick, how do you vote? Greenlick votes aye. HCR 4, having received the required majority, is declared adopted.